What's up, YouTube? So we've recently come into a large quantity of angle iron. It's kind of fallen into our lap.
It's 2x2 quarter, and they're all cut to 40 inches.
We've got about 100 of them.
Or more. I don't even think we were planning on using it as soon as we are. But we decided to post a TikTok about it, and it got, I don't know what it's at now, but last time I checked it was at 600,000 views and tons of comments.
It's right around like 630,000 views. But we took somebody's advice and they said our welder shouldn't be sitting on the ground. So we're building a cart for it today.
Yeah, they said, first things first, get that welder up off the ground. I said, well, that's a good idea. So we bought some casters, and I was given this saw from the same guy that actually gave me all this angle iron. And it's not super great, but it cuts, and it's definitely better than an angle grinder, so I can't complain.
So we wrote up a design with all of our measurements that we needed to fit this and a couple of the small bottles that we have on it. And then we made all of our cuts for the base, almost all of them, I guess. We got one more of these guys to cut. Right now we're gonna do the part for the tanks to sit on. Kellen's tacking that up right now. He can kind of go through what's up.
I have it mostly tacked. I kind of just checked all my dimensions with the tape measure. So we have 20 here, 20 here, 10, maybe a little over 10. So now you want to square it, and you want to cross square it. So since we don't have a really good outside edge on any of these, I'm going to go from the inside since our inside measurements are good. So here we're looking at about 22 1/16. And here we're at about 21 13/16. So we're a quarter out of square. So what I was doing is I had this ratchet strap, but that makes it difficult because you can't recheck after you have it set up on here.
What's the most ideal way to do it?
I would say you could tack this side to the table and then clamp this side, and then you could hit it with a hammer. The clamps would keep it from bouncing back, and then you could measure that way. So we might end up doing that, actually. We're pretty close on square right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, 4-tack it. Well, I guess not 4-tack, but tack it all the way around.
Where would you start? Would you start from the inside and do a whole weld? Or
I wouldn't weld the inside at all, honestly, because then you'll have to grind it, and grinding the inside of that sucks. So I would just weld the outside. Why are they at 11?
I don't know, you cut them.
Well, it won't work. I'll have to cut new ones.
Well, mistakes happen. We're a little short. It's a good thing we're not short on steel though. Right now I'm just cleaning up the edges on it, pieces that Kellen just cut.
And then since it's long this way, you want to, yeah. Okay.
$32. So now what do you do?
Tack it here and here, all the way around. Put a tack on this side, tack on that side, and then connect them in the middle. Definitely on that one. The welder won't really be sitting in that, but put this in it and make sure it fits. Perfect. Weldy, weldy.
We're gonna weld this up. I don't want the camera to get ruined, so I'm gonna put it away when we're doing that. All right, we're keeping at the build for the welding cart. Kellen, what do we got?
we got the bottom frame, and then
So this is a section, obviously you saw we test fit the welder in it. This will be the lower part, so the welder won't actually sit in this. We'll build some uprights and it'll have a higher section. That part is for the bottles. Callan welded them together. Got a couple stitch welds in there. So what do we got left now?
now we just have to grind these two corners and those two corners over there so we can put our wheels something like that.
These have bolt holes. Probably just gonna weld them on there like that. All right, we'll see you when we're done grinding this. A little hot.
You want it that tall?
I'm just thinking so that the second layer has parts that come past this, and then we can actually chain these up there. If we had bigger bottles in there at a high enough point to where they can't tip over.
I think we should make front taller than the back
Make that side taller than this side.
so that the welder angles up just like even 2 inches.
How are you gonna hold the bottles?
On the back of this, we'll have 2 pieces coming up for that frame,
Right.
and then we can put a piece of angle with U-shapes cut out of it for the bottles to sit in, and then use a ratchet strap or something to tighten them down. It doesn't have to be an enclosed frame like this all the way around.
I know, I was just thinking having it basically come out and then up to the sides instead of doing the cutouts for the holes, just having it flat on the back and then having a U shape and then having a chain across the front.
My experience with the flat is even if you have it chained down, it'll still like rock and move a lot back and forth. Or even instead of the angle, we use some of that plate out there and make the little U-shapes in them to weld on.
We just bend the plate in that.
No, cut out the U-shape in the thing and then weld it. So it's like this, you cut the U-shape,
Yeah, I know what
weld
you're
it
talking
to
about with cutting it out, but we also could bend it. That'd be kind of hard. We'd have to get it really hot.
Yeah, it's 3/8.
So 32 and 34. All right, we got the lower pedestal, or the lower platform all welded up, and now we have our uprights. And then the welder's gonna sit on top of those with another platform. So the backs are measured 32 inches to the top, and then the fronts will measure 34 inches to the top. And then that'll give our welder a little bit of a downward angle so the screen and the controls point up.
Did you hold this?
Probably wanna go like that.
Well, we'll be able to move it all once we get the top frame going. If you're gonna tack the middle, tack it on the outside so it's easy to cut.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was covered up. Kind of weak ass tacks.
Woo! Okay, so now these will be some custom cuts here. So we'll have to notch out a piece of the angle. Okay, so we currently have this frame and we brought our uprights on, just tacked on. And we've got these notched so that they can fit in here and make a nice little platform for the welder.
Plate that we're cutting. Kellen's gonna use a plasma torch, or sorry, our oxyacetylene torch. What are you doing right now?
Just heating it up before I cut it.
Why can't you just go for it? Could you go for it? It would just go really slow. I don't know, I haven't really used it enough to know.
No, you'd end up getting like from here, you start here, and then you'd get to here, and then it wouldn't be hot enough. and then you'd have to sit there for a sec, warm it up again, and then start going. It just helps to have a cleaner cut.
We don't need you in here right now. Get your ball. Go on, out.
You always want to make sure before you pull the trigger, the area you want to start cutting is red hot. And then you start before and then move into it. And if you see it flying out underneath like it is right now, that's good.
Put a glove on, see if I can catch it.
So it wasn't a super great cut. Should have just fallen off, but
Now I get to clean it up.
so I've never been very good with the torch. I haven't found the trick yet.
I don't know, it's better than me. I blew a hole through my axle with the torch when I was cutting off all the original trussing and stuff. Good thing, right?
Yes.
Shoot, we could probably fit all 3 of the bottles on there.
I don't think so.
Probably not quite.
Yeah, it should be fine. There it is. You know what we could do for the leads and everything is take a piece of angle and just cut it really thin and then weld it on here. We don't need hooks for the grinders because where's the grinder at? That's the cool thing about angle is grinders will just sit on it like that. You might want to put on some Ear Pro.
All right, we got the welding cart finished up to where it's gonna sit for a little while. We still are gonna put a bottom plate in here, maybe. We were thinking about putting our oxy-acetylene torch tanks over here, but the oxygen doesn't quite fit. The valve and regulator end up hitting on the top right here, so we're gonna have to either figure out a different way to do it, or if anybody else has any better ideas what to do with this lower space, let us know in the comments. We also welded on a couple of the hooks for the for any of our leads. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message on social media at iSlab Customs or comment on the video down below. Thanks for watching.